272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The tight end Kincaid in motion. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. To throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger.
Throwing now from the gun. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. He's taken down with just shy of midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
18 Rattler. Let's go.
They'll throw out of the gun. A throw on the move is caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Oilers are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
go. Next. Ready, ready.
They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
60 by 60. Let's go now. Hut, hut.
They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down for Houston.
23-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Now, this looks like a design run. They'll take this forward for about 5.
Hurry, hurry.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 80. Hot 70. Hot 70.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
3rd and 5.
Let's go. Ready.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. First down and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. long.
Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. Got his man at the 6. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
At the 6-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60.
Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
79 Broncos.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is where good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. Ready,
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Oilers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Broncos 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Here we go. 19, 19.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
He was taken down by Kirby Joseph.
60
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harvey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up the 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That's Washington, the man in motion. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
1st down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready. 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have...
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six. But he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Here's a designed run. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Now this time he'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on second and 10. This is caught down that right sideline. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they have all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out. You're able to force them down for a loss.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That one good for 29. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Oilers. On for the PAT is Auburn. He's got it. And the Oilers will go up by 7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Handoff now for Harvey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. In motion now, it's Collins. Again, it's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Broncos.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Here's Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. The defense has got it. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the 60. At the 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's swung out to Harvey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
18 run. 60 Eagles.
That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Panther 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run here with Harvey. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the
see so often these defenses, Mike, on third down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with third down run.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Harvey. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Oilers. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Oilers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, faking the give. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's third down and a few inches. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. No one open. He'll drop to his running back. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here we go. One final play. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. And this franchise has done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all three phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium, making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Until then, so long from the Super Bowl.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, bricks. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, what it two drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Tell me what you gonna do now. Hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 Now I know y'all be loving this right here. IMP, Biscuit is right here. People in the house, put them hands in the air. Cause if you don't care, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix of that Limp Biscuit mix. So where the you at, punk? Shoot. And back up while we distract up. Yeah, yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so rugged. So right. It's so right. It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Drip for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm Diddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash past the moat train. Soft stuff, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB make it get slapped. It's so rugged. So right. It's so right. It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right.
Yeah, hey, down with my brothers. Brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California. Speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Damn, these talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12, you wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Cabin so big it can see my house. Then again, my view's too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real.
It's so rugged. So right. It's so right.
Killer Cali, go closer. You like a lot of to the flipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur. Coaster Nostra, stick up to your nose. This rolling stone and no loner. California, ill as pneumonia when we come for you. With that villain's aroma, pilling out. Spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers. Not pulling the out to show you, but the brains over the rover. They put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain. So you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya. Because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
It's so rugged. So right. It's so
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been to jail before? Whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click, now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's the mommy of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my and I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here. chain. I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You act, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep off, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood's thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more